So one of the greatest things about 3D modeling is the ability to use the data in many different ways. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to add data into CADWorx. So let's start off by talking about the data. Okay. Inside of CADWorx, if you route a piece of pipe, and let's go ahead and set up our line number here. So we're going to say this is PS, and we're going to give it a line number of, 9876 or 9875. We're choosing the spec and then the P&ID number. If we choose to put a P&ID number in the line number, we're going to call this 1001. Okay. And we're going to pick a piece of pipe and we're going to start running it, say right off this nozzle. Okay. So we're going to put that in there, route it. Okay. And so now we have our spec view up on the other screen. So we're going to bring that over and you can see that we've got pipe, we got our schedule, our material, and whether it's, what the end type is. We also have some codes in here if we're doing codes, but it's kind of lacking. There's information that to me should be in here, but by default, it's not. We're going to show you how to add that. So if you come over to custom data, okay, and that'll bring up another dialog box, always on the other screen. And you can see that I have some custom data in here. We got our P&ID reference, we've got our spec material, service, media type, all that. And so you can go ahead and add information in here. Let's say our X-ray is 10%. Okay, so 10%, we're going to hit OK. We're going to hit OK. And if we come into our custom data again, you will see that 10% is there, but it's only for that piece of pipe. If we come over here to this one, do the same thing, go to custom data, you can see that X-ray is 0. So it's only piece by piece. Now, what you could do, and this is one way that you can handle it, you can come over to your easiest way. Nope, not spec view, line view. So we're going to go to line view. Okay, here's our line view. And we're going to choose this line. We're going to isolate it. That way we are not grabbing anything else. You can do a GC edit. Okay. Again, that brings it another dialog box, a GC edit dialog box. And you go to custom data and always on the other screen. And we're going to do X-ray. You can see that right now it varies because we have one piece of pipe that has 10% and one that doesn't have anything. So we're going to do that. And we're going to say this is 10%. Okay. And we're going to hit OK. And now, if you come over here and click on that pipe and go to custom data, you can see that 10% is for this whole line. Now that's great if you don't have that data in there already when you start routing or conditions change. You need to make that change on the fly. But to me, there's a better way to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our line view and we're going to show, view all. Okay. And we're going to change the line number. So this one's going to be actually 76 this time. Okay. And if you come down on your spec view, you can scroll all the way down and you have you have all the different criteria that I have put in for this. And so if you do right here, say 10%, and we're going to do 100% on the visual inspection. And, you know, our P&ID reference, we know that that's 1001. And this service is, you know, PS. Okay. And so we just filled out some of those right there. And now if we route and run this down, and double click on the pipe and go to custom data, you will see that this whole line inherited the P&ID reference, the service, the X-ray, the visual inspection. And so that allows you to run your whole line with the data, and it holds it. Okay. And as long as you don't change this in here. Now you've got to be careful when you are running your line. When you switch lines, you got to make sure this information is changed. Okay. Another thing you can do with it is you can come over here, and we're going to refresh our line, our line view. And if you come over to, here's our P&ID reference. Here's this one. So we're going to, isolate this selection. And so you can sort by what P&IDs, all the lines that are associated with that P&ID. So view all. You could do the same thing with the service if you want to just see all the services that are, process. You can actually, in mine, you actually have the spool number in here. So you can actually sort by spool number if you wanted to put it. You're probably saying, this is cool. I love it. I want to do it. How do I do it? Okay. Well, this one, you're going to have to actually get into the spec. Okay. This is all controlled by the spec. And so what you will do is you'll open up spec editor. Okay. And on your spec, you can do this at the very hierarchy level, the very top level. And as you make new specs, those fields will automatically get pulled in. If you have a spec specific field that you need to fill out, then you can go ahead and add that. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So if we look at this PRJ file and we scroll down, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can see. We have this custom data field. And so you can see that each one of my custom datas are in here. And this is very easy to set up. Basically, all you have to do is right click on the custom data, go to add, give it a name. And we'll call this, Allen test. Okay. Give it a title. Description, we'll just say just for fun. Okay. Give it a data type, integer, real, text, or list. If you have a list of things you want to pull in, this would be a good one. If you want to do required, is it required? Yes or no. Your default value, you can set that. If you wanted to, have your visual inspection to be 100 and you always be 100, then you will, set that there. And then every time, that will always come in. Attached field to components. That's what allows it to show up in spec view. So you've got, or your line view. So you're going to have that. And we're going to hit OK. Now I'm not going to hit OK because I'm not going to add this row. So that is how you add that custom data. You might be asking, why do I want to have this information in here? Well, one, you can show it in Navisworks. It will show up as long as you have, your custom data set up properly. And so you can filter, if you've put in the spool number in there, you can, search by that spool number. You can also tie this into your isogen and pull in fields from here into your isogen border to automatically populate. So that gives you some automation ability, and that we can look at that in a later video on dropping ISOs with data. Hope that helps you understand adding custom data to your catalog so that way you can use it in your modeling. And we should have more videos like this coming up. If you like to see something, please let me know down in the description. A lot of the videos I've been doing lately have been requests that have been coming in. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.